Dear Dhamma friends, in the teachings of the Buddha, there is some important fact that we should know. If we are to realize the reality of the world as it is, actually there are 5 facts that we should go beyond. The 5 facts are Saddha, Ruchi, Anussava, Akara, Parivitakka, Ditti, Nijjana, Khanti. These are the 5 facts that we should go beyond to realize the reality, the truth as it is. The faith is the Saddha, we can call the faith as Saddha, and also there are some other words for Saddha. You can use confidence and conviction and the delight in the Buddha, Dhamma and Sangha, and these words can be used to define the word Saddha. And merely if somebody has the mere Saddha, the faith, actually that is not enough to see the reality. To see the reality, actually you should go beyond that Saddha, mere Saddha. And the other thing is the liking. The liking is Ruchi. The Pali word is Ruchi. You have to go beyond that liking. Somebody could have a mere liking to realize the Dhamma, but that mere liking is not enough to see the reality as it is. And the other fact is Saddha, Ruchi, Anussava. You may have heard many things, maybe some Dhamma facts also, thousands of Dhamma facts, but it is not enough. That means you have to go past, you have to go beyond those Dhamma facts to see the reality as it is. And the other fact is Saddha, Ruchi, Anussava, Akara, Parivitakka. The wrong consideration, wrong reflection, some overthinking, proliferated thoughts, ill-patterned thinking, ill-mannered thinking. These thoughts you have to overcome. You have to go beyond these thoughts. Akara, Parivitakka. You may have heard many things, many Dhamma facts, but with the mere wrong consideration, mere ill-mannered reflection on what you have heard, you cannot see the reality as it is. Actually, you should have the insight to see the reality as it is here and now, and you have to go beyond this also, as the Buddha says. Saddha, Ruchi, Anussava, Akara, Parivitakka, and Ditti, Nijjana, Khanti. This is the 5th fact, the dogmatic view. Normally, now there are four facts that we talked earlier. Saddha, Ruchi, Anussava, Akara, Parivitakka. There are 4 facts that confirms that dogmatic view. The mere Saddha and mere liking and mere knowledge of some Dhamma facts and also wrong reflection, ill-mannered consideration, and these things as a combination, they can confirm, they can give some firm idea of a dogmatic view. So you have to go beyond this dogmatic view also. Planting a dogmatic view in your mind, actually you cannot see the reality as it is. So the Buddha says in the teachings, actually you have to go beyond these 5 facts. Faith, mere liking, mere knowledge of the Dhamma, and ill-mannered thinking or overthinking or wrong consideration, and also the dogmatic views. So when you go beyond these 5 facts, actually then only you can see the reality as it is. For example, now we want to know how to see the reality as it is. Reality is here and now, so we have to see the reality here and now, not in the future, not in the past. We are going to see, we cannot see some past things because it is gone. So here and now is the Dhamma. It is untimely, so we have to see the Dhamma as it is here and now. It is rising here and now. So when you open your eyes and when you look at a form, actually what do you see? In reality, you see the original state. Original state is the moving color form. But because of your darkness, because of your craving, actually, you cannot come to that original state of that moving form. Only the Arahants can see the reality as it is. That means they can see that when they open their eyes, they see moving color forms only. No man, no men or women, no objects. And some people think that they can see buildings, trees, fans, radios, televisions, and desks, books, and things like that. Those objects, actually, these items, some substantial items, things. Actually, when you look at some form, you cannot see that. So we have to understand the reality is hidden here, very within what we see. We have to understand what the real estate is. The real estate is when we open our eyes, when we look at the form, actually the mere colors, mere moving colors rather, moving colors we see. So that is the state the Arahants see. They stop there and they do not go far from that point. But what happens to the other ones? The other ones means when we talk about the non-returner, the Anagami, he is also called to this form. How does he get caught to these moving forms? It is this way he's called to this form. That means when he opens his eyes, when he looks at the form, at a mere moving color form, actually he cannot stop there because of his darkness and desire for existence here and now, not a future existence, here and now. Actually, we have the desire for existence here and now. We start from here. So desire for existence here and now, there is. So when he opens his eyes, when he looks at the form, the mere moving color form, actually he cannot stop there. Then he goes far. He goes to the second stage. We can say like that also in order to understand this. And the second step. So the second stage is when he looks at the form, actually he cannot stop at the original state of the form. That means at the mere moving color form, he cannot stop there. He goes far from that to visualize a man or a woman. Suppose he sees a color form, moving color form, but he cannot stop there. Then he thinks that he visualizes, automatically it is visualized because of his darkness and craving towards that form. So he hasn't fully understood, his insight is not complete 100%. So that because of darkness and the desire for that a form, he automatically visualizes a man or a woman. Suppose he's a male one, the non-return is a male one, and he opens his eyes and looks at the form. But mere color form he sees, but he cannot stop there. Then he thinks that he visualizes a woman. A woman is there. But that is the second stage. He doesn't go far from that. That means like the once returner and the Sotapanna, the stream winner, and the ordinary persons, not like them. He doesn't go to the third stage, but he stops there. He goes to the second stage. That is to say, he visualizes a man or a woman, and he doesn't have the desire for sensual pleasures. Even though he doesn't have a desire for sensual pleasures, because of what he is called to this form is he has the desire for the existence here and now. Here we should understand that he He visualizes a man or a woman when he opens his eyes, when he looks at these moving color forms. He visualizes a man or a woman, but no lust towards that man or a woman. And he visualizes some objects, trees, buildings, and fans, desks, and things like that, houses, cars, like that. But he knows that it is wrong because he has that insight, but it is not complete 100%. So that he cannot stop at the original state. So he goes to the second stage. Second stage is that desire for existence. So this is the reality. This should be realized, actually. This should be cognized. So this is the reality that actually you have to use your insight to understand, realize, cognize this. So this is the reality. You have to experience this reality as it is. So that is why the Buddha says you have to go beyond those 5 facts. Even though you have mere faith, liking, and mere Dhamma knowledge, you cannot experience this truth. So and also you cannot you have to go beyond dogmatic views and also wrong consideration, wrong reflection. So going beyond those facts, you have to see the reality as it is. And also what happens to the other persons means the ordinary person, the Putajjana, and also the extreme winner, Sotapan, and also the Sakadagami, the ones returner. They have they go to the third step, third stage. Actually, they cannot stop at the original state that where the Arahant stops. So he the rest of the rest, actually, the Sakadagami and Sotapanna and ordinary people, they go to the third step. That means they arouse sensual desire towards the form. When a Sotapanna or a once returner or a Putujjana, an ordinary person, when he looks at the form, mere moving color form, actually he comes to the third step, and that means desire for existence, and also he goes far beyond that. He rouses, he musters up of lust. He generates lust towards that woman. Thinking about the body parts of that woman. So these are the hair, these are the eyes, ears, nose, tongue, then the bodily body parts. So he separately visualizes some desire, special desire towards the form of the woman. So, but the extreme enterer and the ones return, they know that they have that insight that this is wrong. They are on the third step, on the third stage. So they know that really they should go to the original state, but they know that it's very hard to go to that stage, to the end of the form, because of darkness and the desire that flows over the mind. So that is why there is practice. The meaning of the practice on this path is because of the craving and the darkness there is in the mind, so that these persons, noble persons, are trying, they are making hard effort to get rid of these conditions. They want to come to the end of the form. End of the form means they want to come to the real state, original state of the moving form. Then they want to see the moving form as mere moving color form. Then the day they can stop there, looking at the form, actually, if they can see that this is the truth, if they can see that these mere color forms, mere moving color forms as mere moving color forms and nothing else, no people, no men, no women, and no objects, the day that they are able to come to see into the form as it is, actually that is the end of the world, that is the end of the form as well. So that is the end of everything. So there is that stage, the paramount state, the state that has been realized, has been achieved by the arhants. They know that, so they want to come to this stage, so they are practicing this path. So the ordinary person is somebody else actually. They don't even have the insight that these things are here actually. So the ordinary person cannot understand this. So he is always on the third step, on the stage, and also he doesn't even know that he is on the third step, the third stage. So only the noble persons who have enough insight to understand these three conditions, these three stages, actually they know that they have something to do, so that they are practicing, they do not stop practicing. So as a result of their practice, one day they can achieve that real state, the ordinary state. So that is the end of everything. So this is actually we can understand this is the truth. Actually there is truth here and now. Actually we have to see into the truth here and now. It is happening, rising and falling. This world is rising and falling always. The forms are rising and falling. Here and now we have to see the reality as it is here and now. So it is very important. So to see the reality as it is, you have to go beyond so-called five facts. So-called five facts, I think you might remember now: faith, saddha, liking, ruchi, and also anussava, mere dharma knowledge, and also the anussava, akara parivitakka. Akara parivitakka means some a wrong consideration, wrong reflection. You have to go proliferated thinking, overthinking. So ill-mannered, ill-patterned, odd thinking. You have to go beyond those thoughts. And also the dogmatic view. Finally, you get into a dogmatic view because you try to have some firm idea about the reality, but it is wrong. You have to try to you try to get some you try to understand the reality using some dogmatic view, but you cannot. So so you have to go beyond these five facts. So the combination of four facts, so-called four facts, creates the other one, the dogmatic view. So you have to understand these things. You have to go beyond these things according to the teachings of the Buddha. Actually, Buddha has told us, he has taught us, you have to go beyond these five facts to see the reality as it is. So try to investigate the reality as it is, see into the reality as it is. It is here and now. It is moving color form. Actually, that is the ordinary state of the life. When we talk about the reality according to within I and form, within I and form, when we talk about the reality within that, actually you have to see the form as mere moving color form. That's all. So there are no people, no women, no woman, no men, no women, and no objects, no substantial things that we can see, mere moving color form. So that is the end. Actually the world, the end of the world is here and now. Actually we cannot achieve that. Actually we, because of our darkness and the desire, we have been unable to come to that state, achieve that state. So what we have to do is, according to the Dhamma teachings of the Buddha, actually we should understand that we have darkness and desire within us. So we have to eradicate, abandon, dispel this darkness and the desire. Then how much you dispel your darkness and desire, so much you can experience the reality. How much you see the reality, so much you have the emancipation. You have achieved the emancipation, deliverance, you know. So this is the way, this is the path. So it is very much clear. So we should pay our homage to the Buddha for teaching us great teaching like this. Actually path is very much clear. So I think this is enough for today, you to understand what we have to do. We have to go beyond five facts to see the reality as it is here and now. Thank you very much.